need to check something over here. Just a moment. Okay, we're good. Now I still need to check one more thing. Oh, my nose. Sorry. It is cold here. Let's see. Checking to see if something's working. So I can do. Okay, I guess he's not there. One moment while I. Okay, he's working. He's just slow. All right, hi everybody. If you want to drop your channel, just type Lace, LACE, like I did, and your channel will drop. There's a reason why I have Nightbot in today. So if we hit that goal, we're going to do a bundle, do a giveaway for a bundle of all the patterns that we have on our Etsy's right now. Which is, it's not a lot, but it is, you know, it is what it is. But how are you all doing today? I'm sitting here about to film Grumpy Granny. I'm doing it in a 2-weight, the Big Twist, Supernova, and I believe this is Terraforming, and it is. I'm doing the dance. So, hi Amber, hi Robin, and I'm sorry I'm looking over here. It's my monitor. I have my iPad situated somewhere different this time around, and kind of out of the way so I could film. And hi Irma, hey Antoinette, hi Debbie, hey Tony. But I gotta get to filming, and I know you guys kind of like the behind this. Hi Vicky, behind the scenes watching as you know we film stuff. Oh my gosh, I can't get comfortable. And it is very, hey Nessa, it's cold. Let's see, and it's rainy here. It is, come on, where are we? Oh, we're under a flood watch. It's 52, but feels like 46 in the Texas Panhandle. Go figure. And then my sinuses are going crazy, so I just, before I started, that's what I was looking for. So it took me a few minutes to hit the live button. I was looking for my Sudafed, and I had to use my nose spray. Hi Ivy, how are you, sweetheart? Vicky. I don't know if these lights are going to be too bright. One second. Ooh, they're not that bright. Okay, good. They don't do a glare. Oh, it's like for us, Robin. Ooh, my phone was close to dead. Wow. Which before I start, I need to go. Let me turn these lights off for just a sec, because this may take a few minutes to connect. I need to turn this up. They said in the next 8 days or something like that, they're expecting 8 to 10 inches of rain. Hey Ida, hey Scrimshaw. Past few days have been cold, but before that, we were high 70s, low 80s, and then we just like, hey, we're gonna drop your temperature real fast, and that hurt. So I haven't really gotten a lot of sleep. And yesterday, my heart was doing a weird thing, so I just took my heart pills and went to bed. Let's see. Oh, I need to get the filming software up too. Come on now. And I'm waiting for this to connect so I can turn it up. Go there, and this is open files. Yep, first part's already done. Now we gotta start this next. I need to make sure the mic's on. Hello, test. We're good. Oh my gosh, it connected. I'm turning it up. Let's go over here, see what everybody's saying. Ooh, wow. Yeah, I can imagine, Nessa. Wow, Ada. Yeah, we didn't get the severe stuff. I mean, we did get the rumbles, but we didn't get any of the severe stuff that y'all got down there. We just been getting a nice slow rain, but it's so dry, it has nowhere to go. You know, it just has nowhere to go. Can't tell if this is gonna, I need to go back to the other program. There we go. We're turning this thing on for continuous for right now. I'm sorry, Scrimshaw. I need to arch, see if I feel it. Why? Okay, there we go. I feel it down. It's that it's flat and it's been so dry. Scrimshaw, like literally just dry, and has nowhere to go, and it just, yeah. All right, so I'll be paying attention back and forth, but I know a lot of people like this. I'm trying to get a setup to where I can actually do it to where like you guys can also see what I'm filming at the same time. It's just I'm against a wall, so it's hard for me to get something that I can reach over my other two monitors that are behind here, and then this one they can show y'all too as well. It's just hard. Hi, Liz. And so this way, you know, I'll have to do it this way for right now. And I gotta, oh my gosh, I just feel so uncomfortable right now. I don't know why. I gotta turn the lights on. And they were on. And all right, so y'all get to hear what's going on. Hi, Linda. I'm gonna see if I can move this over here real quick. It'd be a lot easier for this to see. Come on, chat. Oh, I can see it better now. One sec, sorry. Okay. Now I gotta see where I'm at. Subscriber. We're gonna put it just there for right now. Save it. And there we are. Hi, Jan. All right, where's the software? There it is. So now that you have all, oh, that's not gonna work. I don't like the way that is not where I want it to be. There we go. Yeah, that'll work. Let me go back and delete that little clip. Let me hear it first. I need to hear it. Yeah, I had to redo, I gotta refilm that part. That's fine. All right, now we can get to it. Hey, Be Okay, how are you doing, sweetheart? I'm sorry, Ada, about your fibromyalgia. Oh my gosh, I almost twist-tongued me there. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I used to have ears that stuck out. I really did. Let me see if I can find a picture where I get started. Go there, go there, go there. Photos. I don't know where it would be. navy picture. Oh my gosh. There. Let's turn that screen down a little bit so y'all can actually see it. But my ears used to stick out pretty bad. And I had surgery on them to lay them back. And ever since then, I can't deal with things that kind of go over my ears and into your ears, things like that. And I have to deal with the ones that go over, so I always have to have those. And welcome in everybody that came in. Carol and Linda. Learning Tunisian crochet is on your bucket list for this year. Awesome. Hi, Coley. I'm doing pretty decent today. It is a high paying day, but it's keeping this stuff is keeping me busy. Filming, that's just keeps me busy and gets my mind off of it. That's what I can do. And so yeah. But Linda, I'm here for you when you need it to learn. So, that's what I like to do. Hey, Sandra, sweetheart. Thank you for leaving your DNA. Panda's, I don't know if he's lurking. I know he's in there writing up a pattern right now. He had an idea for something in his head, so he's pulled up the pattern, making software stuff, and yeah. Hey, Jeremy, how are you doing? Sandra, yeah, his back is kind of bad, messing with him today, so he's home from work today, and he's sitting in his dungeon and working on a new blanket pattern that he has an idea for, throwing some of these stitches out that he wants that I've done. So, but I am gonna start some filming. It's gonna be quick because this I'm not filming the entire chain. 316 stitches. No. This is part of a top-down shawl, so all right, Sandra. So I'm going to start this little bit. So now that you have all your loops up on your hook for your foundation row, I have to make sure she's done walking. So I always pause exactly what I'm doing so I don't move anything so I can edit it faster. I'm just going to redo that because that's too long of a wait for her. So refresh. All right. So now that you have all your loops on your hook and you've counted to make sure you're correct, we're going to start our decrease immediately. But we're going to start with doing our standard return pass. So we're going to chain 1, and then we're going to yarn over, and we're going to pull through 3. 1, 2, and 3. That is our decrease. We're doing our decrease on our return pass. So now you're going to continue all the way down until we get to the other side, and then we're going to do another decrease there. So I'm going to go ahead and continue doing a standard return pass, which is yarn over and pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2 till you get close to the end. And I will show you how we're going to continue with that decrease. So I'll see you here in just a moment. Okay. Stop and rename for the next file. Okay, now we can watch. Let me turn off these lights. I don't know. I'm a stickler with having those on all the time. I just don't like them. I like them. I just don't like them being on all the time because I'm the type that will save as much life on them as I can. What size cable am I using? Oh, I'm using the longest one that comes in the set. Oh my gosh. Let me look, because now you kind of got me wondering. Oh, come on. was okay. So we can just go to this one. Well, I guess not. What is going on here? How about you? There we go. Um, the longest it says is it's 100 centimeters, and that would be I don't know. Let's see. There we go. 39, 30, or 40 inches. Hey, Steve's girl Britt. Hey, Charlie Charles. Hi, Laura. How are y'all doing? But yeah, it's about 40 inches or so, give or take. So it's a pretty long one. And I don't normally use the very long ones all that often. But that's what I love about the, like, especially these metal sets, because they're so interchangeable with each other. Oh, I need to get my armrest. 1 second. My armrest is my very first Tunisian blanket. Because those, like, Valari pillows, they just don't work here. And what's in these tubs is yarns for next projects. I already have them pulled out and ready to go. Hi, Nikki. So they're all, and then I got yarn right in here that's for next projects. They're all kind of lined up and ready to go. And I'm cold, so I'm using my blankets too. Hi, Allison. But that's what I like about the metal sets is all the. I tried one of those. It's just not. It's not comfortable for this chair that I have. Oh my gosh. What is going on here? I have nothing caught. My chair just doesn't want to roll. What made me decide to call it Grumpy Granny was when Karen H, she has named a few of my things. When Karen H saw it, that's what I'm going to move back over here now. That's, the name came straight to her mind because I didn't have a clue of what no, I liked it where it was. I didn't have a clue of what I was going to name it. So Karen H said, hey, she's like, for some reason that it's screaming Grumpy Granny. And I liked it a lot. So Grumpy Granny stuck. And it kind of gave me an idea for other shawl names that are going to be what I'm calling the Granny series. Did I see Noreen? No, I didn't, but I don't have my glasses on, so it's hard for me to see. But I like being able to see. I mean, I can do this. Aha. Pop out chat. Nope, that's going to put that in my way, and I won't be able to read right. Let's scroll up. There we go. Now that we can scroll this over. I said scroll over. Oh, it moved the chat all the way down. That's not what I want to do. Reset. Sorry, I'm just trying to get this chat to where I can see it better without having to look away from the camera. But I guess I can't. Hi, Cynthia. How are you doing? I did the first prototype of this in a 3-weight, and I got the yardage for it because I know people like to do shawls and this is kind of annoying though. There we go. We're not centered. Hey, Manuela. I know people like to do shawls in 2 or 3 weights. I know some people like to do them in 1 weights, but I'm sorry. I just like using 1 weights. I feel that, Cynthia. And sometimes even with these 2 weights, I have to break out my magnifying light, and yeah, especially when I'm doing the back bumps or the dark yarns. But I mean, I think that's a lot of us have to break out the extra light. Yeah, I like to see what I'm doing, and that's what annoyed me with the faux fur on a mother's gift was you can feel what you're doing, but you can't see what you're doing, and it annoyed me. Well, welcome back. Be okay. Yeah, it really annoyed me not being able to feel what I was doing. Yeah, the back bumps is pretty much the most tedious, most annoying part in Tunisian, and then after that, and it's the longest part. Like it's the longest part. That's why I like if I'm going to pull up a chain, like I'm working with this stuff in a 6.5. I'm using a 6.5. I will go up half a size, make the chain so that way it's a lot easier. Well, I know you do, Ivy. Oh my gosh, yes. But half a size to a full size makes the chain a little bit bigger, so you can get the back bumps easy. Because sometimes those back bumps just slide through, slide away, and it gets a little annoying. And I'll break out my hook, my curved darning needle sometimes, and just pull them up. And that's what I like. This light that I have, I love about it is that it's metal. So I have magnets on it, so I can stick my scissors, and I have my darning needle, and then my Michi pin for whenever I'm using the tablet for patterns. I can just move it off, move it around. Right? Be okay. But I normally when I'm sitting in here, the overhead light's off. I have one light, and then I just have this thing, and that's just how I crochet when I'm in here by myself. Got the light, and I'm watching one of y'all, depending on the day, over there. Yeah, and it's like my scissors are handy. I'm not going to lose them. My darning needles, I have two darning needles. Let's see if I can stretch it all the way. There we go. My two darning needles, I have a straight one and a curved one. And then the little Michi pin that's sitting right there. And I like this light. I really do, because it's a three-armed bendy thingy-majig spring arm. And it's metal, and I like it. And it's the clamp. It's a clamp style, but the way the clamp is, it has 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it has 4 different holes, one on each side, so you can, if you need to clamp it sideways, you can, either way. And then one on the top, and then one how I have it clamped right now, which is clamped like that. So it has one here, and then it has a hole here, hole on the other side, so you could do it in a hole here, so you could clamp it different ways, and I like it. And see, like for me, Nessa, I can't do my a loose to her chain. I just never have. Oh, Craig, thank you so much. Jackie, April, Mork and Mandy, Joanne, and Arlene. And good morning, sunshine. How are you doing? Sorry I didn't text much last night. My heart was doing some weird, some funky stuff, so I just took my pills and went to bed. Nothing bad. Sometimes it does like yeah, just something, just kind of gets not uncomfortable. It's just weird, and I just take my pills and go to bed. Cynthia, Panda has a couple of he has a rechargeable neck light and one that does batteries. And then I got him, as soon as I ordered one of these, because I had one like this. You guys sniped. I had one of these, but it didn't have the third arm. It was a lot smaller. And so I got this, and then I liked it so much, I bought him one, so that way he can have it in there and sit with it. And he loves it. Like, oh my gosh. He preferred, and these are pretty decently, I don't know, what did it's AliExpress, so take it what it is. But I believe come on. I wonder what it's at right now. Oh, that's not it. Come here. Come on. There we go. Yeah, because it's, well, 40 bucks. And it's USB cord plug in, and just wow. It has an actually very long, I want to say almost a 6 foot cable on it. So it's pretty good. And then it does the different brightnesses you like, and it changes the colors. I always go to white because white light. Hey, Marianne. Did I miss anybody? Hope you're doing good today, Craig. The other person's in there messing with pattern software. He had an idea. Dude. Oh, well, hi, Fiber Tornado. How are you? Thank you so much. Oh, my goodness. Thank you. Yeah, rain's been. Well, see, I'm not I'm like 4 hours, give or take, west of west of you, and we've been getting a mess ton of run. Hi, Noni. How are you, sweetheart? Hi, Barbara. Yeah, it's been raining pretty good. Like it started yesterday morning, and then it's kind of stopped for most of the day. Kind of drizzled on and off, and then today it's supposed to be like that, I think, all day. I mean, so much so they put us in a flood watch. I mean, that's not hard to do in the Texas Panhandle, but yeah, rain. Okay, we're supposed to be clearing up probably around 6 p.m. and then start back up sometime tomorrow. And then we're not supposed to, like, ooh, low 60s until Saturday, and then we jump up to 70s and then 80s. That stuff really hurts. Hi, D, sweetheart. Hey, Andrea. It's fine, Andrea. This was like really one of those that I was just sitting here. Panda came home from work early because of his back, and I was sitting here kind of filming. I already filmed like the beginning of this, and then of course it takes forever to get the foundation row going, and especially in 300, what is my chains? 320 chains. So I wanted to do, I can't do it over here. What am I trying to do? I was trying to touch my computer screen. My computer screen's not touch screen. There we go. And thank you again, Fiber Tornado. That's awesome. So I did the part, okay, make your chain, and this is how we're going to pull up our bumps. And then I had to pull up the bumps in the chain of 320 and then count, and had to count it like 3 times to, hey, Mona, sweetheart. I had to count it like 3 times because my count was off. No, 5 times because my count was off. That's what slowed me down. I had to push the live back 15 more minutes because my count was coming off, and I'm like, I can't go on there and still count and my count still be off. And then finally on the 4th and 5th count, they were both matching. So I was like, okay. Yeah. So yeah. And I was like, okay, now they're counting. So let me get set up, ready to go. Let me go use the restroom. Let me get my drink and stuff ready, and take my sinus pills and sinus spray. The magnifying light that I'm using, it's actually off AliExpress, and it's like $40. I think it is, I don't know. This is before all the tariffs and stuff, so I don't know what extra fees will be put onto it, but I like it. They have one, they sell one. Hi, Rita, sweetheart. Hi, Diane. Or Dana. I'm sorry. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry, Dana. They sell one at Hobby Lobby. It's the only time I've ever got in there because I went to go see if they had one. And I know they sell one. That's one I've used for a long time until I found the one with 3 arms that I don't have to have close close proximity because I have it now far away, and I can move it out and about. Oh no, sometimes I wonder. Most of like 99% of the time when I do my chain and pull up my loops, I always count. Since everything I do is count dependent, I always count. And except for if it's just going to be a simple Tunisian simple stitch blanket, I don't count. You know, okay, if I pulled up 200, I should still be 200. If I'm not 200, that's still big, regardless, because there's nothing really going to be dependent on that. These 2 shawls that I've done, it has to be done just in an even number, but I still kind of wanted to have the right count, so that way I base the count off the measurement. Oh, Dee, sweetheart, thank you so much. Oh my gosh, Barbara, Linda, Tammy Crochet Corner, Darlene R, and Nikki. Well, thank you again, Dee. Okay, Lori. I'll see you later, sweetheart, and thank you for the watch. And before we go on any further, I should have said this in the beginning. Thank you to all the lurkers, and thank you to all the new subscribers and returning subscribers. You guys are the backbone of our community, and you guys are what makes us. You guys are why we keep doing what we're doing. And thank y'all so much for everything you do. Chicken and dumplings, anyone? Oh my gosh, yes. Fuzzy. Hi, Breezy Coloring and Crochet. How are you doing? And also this Thursday, I want to say 5 p.m. Central Standard Time, 6 p.m. Eastern Time, over on Dee's channel. I will be over there for hanging out in the yarn room with her. And I can't wait for that. And if you want to drop your channel, type in the word lace, L-A-C-E, and that'll drop your channel for you. I need to look at from her. Okay. I'm excited too, Dee, especially after getting the chat with you for almost 2 hours the other day. I'm excited. Oh my gosh, Sharon, that is me. Like with the Tunisian Jacob's ladder that I'm doing, pattern I'm doing, I always find myself counting, and I'm like, I don't need to be counting. But I always find myself counting because between the double full, which is the double full is what most people in Tunisian use as the Jacob's ladder, between that and then I'll show you guys. I mean, I still got a lot to do, so it's still hooked up. No, it's not. I mean, I got a stitch. I better have a stitch marker in there. I better have a stitch marker. I do. Okay, good. I don't know how well it's gonna come. Let me move this light out of the way. Like most people will use. Oh my goodness, Michael. This stitch as the Jacob's ladder in Tunisian, which is a pretty enough stitch in itself, right? But your boy Michael, let me get to a color you can actually see it better. There we go. I'm using Hirschner's Neon Lights, and this is a blanket that I donated for Michi's 2-year anniversary a couple weeks ago and the crochet guy Rob, which is positively Heidi's husband. Hi, Karen. But I figured out how to do the Jacob's ladder in Tunisian, which hasn't been done before. So I figured that out, and I'll be doing the tutorial on it as soon as I can get it done. But right now it's on the back burner because I got to get the shawl done, and the shawl should be done this week. I don't know when it's gonna come out yet. Then I've got to bust out my dementia awareness pattern so I can get that filmed and done, because the let me go grab, it's changed from what I have shown before. Sorry, I'm digging in my yarn. I gotta move some yarn to get to it. I got some yarn that came in and I haven't put it away yet. But the original was this. It's still going to be very similar, very, very similar, but I didn't. And of course, there's the center. The center is still going to be similar. The stitches are still going to be similar. It's just things going to kind of be moved around for the original filming of it, and for the pattern one. But this is, and it's going to be done in a wisteria, and it's more, I don't know, it's more of a stole than a wrap. So, and Diana, I have seen her yarn. I want to get the orange and the crystal ice blue, but I'll need to film that next after I get done with this, so that way I can have it all ready and everything done for what is that called? Oh, the June 1st for the Dementia Awareness Month. I want it to come out on that day, and it's in honor of my mom. And hi, Kimberly. So that I'll be filming probably at the beginning of next week. So I'm going to be trying to bust it out to get it done. And I just saw somebody to say something. Yeah, just sorry. I started some potatoes, and well, I was going to be live, and Panda's asking, do I need to do it? Just see if done. If they are, just turn them off. Otherwise, they are low enough heat. Yeah, because I'm making a Puerto Rican meal for dinner tonight, and it needed. Hey, Ricky, sweetheart, needs potatoes in it. So I was like getting some potatoes boiling while I'm sitting here doing this. But yeah, like I said, I got to get that filmed and get the pattern finished, written. Well, it's written. I just got to reorganize the pattern and do it the way I wanted to have it come out with the new filming way. And then there's another granny stuff. I say granny, right? It's not granny stitch. That's just the name that I'm going with this whole series of shawls. Like, this is Grumpy Granny. The next one is the next one's going to be called Saggy Granny. And so they're going to be Saggy Granny, Dopey Granny, Happy Granny, Hippie Granny. Hippie Granny, you know who that's for. There's going to be D, I knew you were going to do it. Ivy. But yes, they're going to be called, it's my granny series of shawls, because ever since Karen H, lovely Karen, said Grumpy Granny for this one, I was like, oh my gosh, you know, me and Panny were talking about it. Yes, I've got the perfect ones. There's gonna be more than 7 of them. Yeah, Jeremy, because I'm gonna go off the dwarf names, dopey, you name it, because there's so many different stitch combinations with the lacy stitches that I can fit it to fit that name, you know. So there's gonna be quite a few. Plus, I have all this 2-weight uh, Big Twist Supernova that there's enough to do a shawl or two in them, but not enough to do a bigger project that I would love to really do with them. Except for one colorway, which is Mars Landing. I plan on using that either for a sweater vest. I think it's going to be a sweater vest on that one. But yeah, there's so many ideas that just came. As soon as she said that, so many ideas came into my head, and I was like, oh, saggy granny, dopey granny. And then you know, after I get through with the names, there's get off my lawn granny. You know, stuff like that. So I'm just having fun with names, you know, because a lot of my stuff does have meaning and stuff. Especially, there's going to be some coming up in November, or not November. Oh, Robin, thank you so much. Let me see what he said now. Oh, if they are soft with a fork, but otherwise, because of temperature, sorry. All right, sorry. Oh, thank you, Robin, again. Get off your lawn, granny is your goal. And then there's a bunch of baby stuff too. A bunch of baby stuff I have ideas and stuff for that I want to do. Baby, toddler, you know, and whatnot. And with all that, I didn't get all that extra stuff that on the mystery boxes that Nessa and, you know, Crystal at Bag O' Day got. I didn't get the extra boxes that some of them got, or even that some other people have gotten. So there's barely, you know, so I always have one of each mystery box. So what I'm going to do with those is I'm going to use those as baby item type stuff, or oh, there's a drunk granny. Yes, there is going to be a drunk granny. Yes, a drunken granny. Um, yeah, I know, right, Britt? um, so there's enough to do a baby hat and, you know, something and an accessories with each one that I have. So I'm going to end up using those to do some baby and toddler type items. And then I've still got blankets, and more blanket ideas just keep coming. They just they just keep coming. So it's like my board is can't show it right now, like because the door's closed. But that's the door's closed to keep nosy girl out. Like she comes in here and she'll literally pokes her nose into the yarn. She'll let's see. I got a skein right over here. I gotta be sitting here and she'll just and she does that to, like she'll go to the cubes and do that to every single one in the cube, and then move over to the next cube. And I'm like, stop. So I try to keep her out of here because she pokes her nose in the yarn. But I mean, the next blanket. Well, besides that, the Tunisian, what is that called? Jacob's Ladder. I've got the next one. Now I don't know if you guys know of the Crochet waterfall. stitch. Hey, Wendy, sweetheart. I'll show you, Wendy. This is what. So I know he's watching. So Panda watch. Oh, he's already showing. Yeah, he's already showing us that face. Doesn't matter anymore. This is my ideas. Oh, you can't really see it, can you? There. This is where I put my ideas. Sometimes something comes off, something goes on. And they just keep more going on. Yeah, there he is. You can show your face now. So it's a dry erase door. So Wendy, that's where my ideas go. Hi Vima, and thank you. Well, and I still haven't added any of these into it. These are shawl ideas. That's where the whole Granny series came from, is there. And I have more of that dry erase stuff. I'm going to end up putting it on the closet door here so I can have more space. And I can kind of organize it a little bit better. And, you know, I can have one with I can have area for blankets, area for clothing items, because now right now it's all just mixed up in there. Nikki, you and me both. Panda, they're all saying hi. He said zup. He said sup yo. But yeah, I sometimes I don't even take something off because I'm still working on it, and then 5 more things go on it, and then I try to organize it, and it just no. So I have more of that left over. I'm gonna kind of put it on these bifold doors, and I think that'll help me give me better sections to be able to list everything and be able to keep everything more organized. And then I can have one for just blanket ideas, clothing ideas. There's some other idea stuff. But I'm just trying to get through this next few weeks. So then, because there's I still got that Japanese bag, Japanese knot bag I want to do. Now, I've already know what I'm doing for Halloween and Christmas. I just need to order the yarns. And Halloween, I really don't need to order yarns for. It's Christmas, because there's some reusable stuff that I think you guys would really love that I have the ideas for. Hi, Emily. And I really, really do think you guys would love those. I just got to order the cottons for it. I don't know why I said cotton that way. I got to order the cotton for them because they're reusable. I don't want them to be acrylic, so that way they stretch. They're going to be really cool, and it's going to be a set of 3. So there'll be 3 different tutorials. And then there's a few other things that I have planned for this Christmas. One of them is a tree topper thing, but that may have to wait because I was sitting there pricing the yarn, and right now with tariffs, it's the tariffs alone are 5 times more than the yarn, and I can't justify that I'm 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 a budget queen, so, or a value yarn queen, king, whatever you want to call me. So if it's not a value brand, I'm not really going to grab it. But the colorway that I need for the Christmas topper, tree topper, is at Ice Yarns. And no, it's not. No, it's not. It's at a different company, and it's still overseas. But yeah, it's just going to have to wait. That idea can wait till next year. And but I do have quite a few things planned for this summer. Baby stuff, you know. Uh well, thank you, D. I don't think so. I know a lot of people keep saying that, I brought Tunisian back and whatever. But I mean, granted, that was my goal, is to get Tunisian back out there more in the mainstream, get more people to do it, get people to realize, hey, it is easy, and then also bring out all these stitches that haven't been shown before. And everybody teaches different. I teach different than Tony Lipton. Tony Lipton teaches different than Estacia, and we just all teach different from each other. So or even Mikey, we all teach different. And Craig, he's done some Tunisian stuff. We just all teach different, and I'm just glad I'm somebody's cup of tea, and I've stuck to what I. Ooh, I'm getting close to the end. I need to start filming here in a second. I'll just say I can see if I have something similar that might not be as expensive. Yeah, okay, Nessa, I'll let you know. What do you mean your name's always lit up, Rita? Um, unless I'm missing something. I mean, I can't. Hi, Eljoy. Okay, thank you to the panda. I had them at like medium heat to let them boil, because I was like, they can last a little bit. I gotta get ready to start filming again. But this is like, so the part of, what it's like to be a content creator, or, well, a tutorial. I don't want. I think that sounds weird saying tutorialist, but a tutorial channel is, you film it in stages, because seriously, sitting there filming me going through 300 and, hold on, how many would that be? About 300 stitches, just doing the standard return pass. That's just too much filler. Nobody's going to watch all that, and people know how to get to it. Let me know what color cotton, and I'll dye. Well, it's okay. Well, like, what I was looking for is something really flashy, but um, oh, Wendy. Yeah, I actually I am boiling some potatoes with. I put a mess ton of. They're not for mashed potatoes. They're for I call it soggy chicken, but it's yeah, it's a Puerto Rican style meal, and I put a mess ton of garlic, Parmesan herb butter in there to cook with them, to boil into it, because I'm thinking the flavor would just ooh. Anyway, that's me. Rita, if your name, I don't, shows orange, and are you, if you're on your PC, maybe it's scroll locks on. I don't. If somebody at Rita Pacheco's you in their comment, then it'll show orange. No, well, Panda's Puerto Rican, so I was making like a Puerto Rican style meal that his mom always used to make for her when she lived with us, and it's I don't know what the name is. He's told me so many times, but I butcher it, so it's just sake chicken. Oh, awesome. Okay, let me get to, where's my mouse? All right, got to turn on the lights. You can go over here, and there we go. Oh, I didn't turn this one on. That's why I look funny. Let me get a drink. Actually, I got to refill my drink. And then there's like, I've got all this clearance bitty yarn stripes, or bitty, clearance yarn bitty stripes. There's a really cool idea I have in my head. I just got to get it translated, and I need to order. I don't know what color yet, but and I do so that way I can. I want to use those that it'll kill two ideas with one stone. One idea that it translates to in my head is kind of like Moroccan tiles, almost gemstony Moroccan glass tiles. And then, but I want to do it kaleidoscopy as well. Let's see, did he try to say what it was? I guess so. Yeah. Okay, so let me get to, okay, make sure I'm right on the right save file, refresh. I say, okay, I am. Aha. That rarely ever happens. Oh, I need my, can't really record without that, can I? Okay, so we're starting to finish up. Now when you have, since you have 3 left, now that you have 3 loops left on your hook, now we're gonna go through all 3. That's not right, it's 2. Now that we have 3 loops left on our hook, we're gonna go ahead and go through 1, and then yarn over and go through the last 2 together. That's how we're decreasing this row. Now this all counts as your side stitch. So we're going to do a row of simple stitch, and you're just going to go ahead and pull up your simple stitch like you would, bypassing that one that's together there, because now that is no longer. So go ahead and pull up all your simple stitch all the way down, and then on the return pass, we will do the exact same thing we did on the return pass below. And you're going to be doing that for every row. You're going to be stitching through 2 each time, and that's how we do our decrease on each end. And when we get to the other side, I will go ahead and I'll come back and we'll show you how to do it again. And we'll do this for a total of, we'll do simple stitches for a total of 5 rows, and then we're going to get into the main pattern of the shawl. So go ahead and pull up your simple stitches. I'll meet you at the end and on the, so we can start the return pass together. I'll see you in just a moment. I feel like I flu barred that thing, but I can cut out a lot of audio, so that's a good thing about filming. That sounded flu barred. Let's see. But this will take me I don't know how long. Like when I get into the main body of the pattern, 4 rows is really what I need to film, and then towards the end, and that's it. So this is going to be a little bit shorter of a filming, thank goodness. Normally what I would do is, like I did with most of my blankets and most of my, well, like the Rwana, you know, would give you the dimensions of how wide it needs to be, but I'll show you the stitch pattern as a swatch, because sitting there filming the entire make, literally, that would be 15 plus hours or even 50, and nobody's going to watch all that. So we have to just, that's why a lot of us film it the way we film, with the little swatch, because we give you all the information, how many stitches you need to, or not, sometimes how many stitches, sometimes, most of the time it's always the dimensions of what it should be, because like sitting there filming an entire blanket, you know, that's a lot of work too. And plus, a lot of us, we're sitting more up and at an angle because of the filming aspect, to make sure our hands stay in, and keeping our hands close to the surface of our or filming surface, so that way our cameras don't go batch poop crazy, trying to autofocus constantly. And it does get very uncomfortable and starts hurting. So that's why we do a lot of us do the swatches, or we'll, you know, or the way we edit, because sometimes it can hurt. Okay, Karen, but I'm gonna go ahead and let you all go. We've been here for a little bit over an hour. Um, I, I need to. I'm gonna get to filming this. I gotta get dinner cooking, and well, make sure it's still cooking. But I want to thank you all for coming in and watching. I know I didn't really get to film too much because of how long this chain is. But when I start filming the Jacob's Ladder, I'll do another behind the scenes Jacob Ladder thing. But I want to thank you all for coming in and watching and hanging out with me, and just, you know, chit chatting. I really do enjoy that. I guess you want to say like less informal setting, and just being able to sit there and chill. No. And just being able to sit here and just chit chat with you guys, and shoot the poop. And again, like I said, I can't even talk. Thursday, 5 p.m. Central Time, 6 p.m. Eastern Time, over at Dee's Creative Hands. I will be over there chilling in the yarn room with her, and I so cannot wait. But I'm gonna go ahead and let you all go. You all have a great rest of your Tuesday. I'm just gonna be trying to stay warm because it's cold. But I will talk to you all later, and thank you again for hanging out. Bye. It's over here.